Hello crafters and welcome to Spring into Sandown online craft show brought to you by From Picture to Page and Beyond Papercraft shows. I'm Michelle Brown, Creative Director from Picture to Page, which is our scrapbooking, mixed media art and paper crafting community, and what a fantastic community we have had this weekend so far for our Spring into Sandown online show. So we have bringing a whole heap of demonstrations and interviews with our talented retailers and guest artists right into your living room, craft rooms, and it is just so lovely to be spending this time together to connect, to craft, to hopefully get some inspiration, and of course continue to support our local retailers. So for all the details, head over to our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au, where you can see the lineup for the last 2 days. You can see who's coming up tomorrow. You can get in touch with all of the retailers, and while you're there, make sure you're on our email list so we can send all those details right to your inbox, as well as the huge announcement for our lineup for 2022. We can't wait to bring that to you and hopefully get back to in-person shows really soon. Now, with Spring into Sandown, whether you're watching here live or you're watching a replay in Facebook or YouTube, we would love to know that you're there. So pop in the comments, just like Michelle and Wendy have. Let us know that you're there. Say hi, ask any questions, and we certainly do like knowing that you're there and participating in our sessions. Now today we are going to spring into Sandown with Kaszazz and Alison. So hello, Alison.
Hi, everybody. We made it. We got here in the end.
We did. Now, unfortunately, we had trouble at our end this morning, then we had trouble with Alison's end this afternoon. So we're going to jump straight into the demonstration, and then we'll chat with Alison again at the end.
Absolutely. So I'm really excited, and I don't know about anybody else, but the more I look at a project, the more I sometimes change my mind as to what it is that I'm going to do. So you're going to see a couple of the different ideas that I actually had with this. So Jenny spoke yesterday about our new range of Colour Your World, and it is fantastic. If you want to get a bit more of an up-close look at it, I've actually done a flip through the new catalogue, looked at the new papers, unboxed a couple of different bits and pieces, but there are beautiful stamps, the different stamp sets, some Christmas things in here, some camping things, different paper pads, and new chipboard, new stencils, which Jenny showed us yesterday. I'm going to show you a couple of those later. But this is what I'm showing you tonight, and this is what I'm really excited about. And these are our new silhouettes. So I think I've spoken about it before. Kaszazz is owned and operated here in Australia, Adelaide, and recently Kaszazz have started to make their own silhouettes. So I'm just pulling out the white ones. I'm going to move this off here so that you can see them on the black mat. That's why I got out the black mat. And so what you can see, actually I won't grab them out because I'll lose all the little bits. So we've got rainbows and hearts and stars and some different words in this one. You're going to see an up-close view of this one because this was the first thing I was thinking of using, but some butterflies, fly high, absolutely beautiful.
Oh, lovely. And Alison, what colour do they come in?
And black.
White
and black.
Thank you.
And we used the tags yesterday, but here are some others cut out, including with titles in them. You're going to see the hearts shortly, but beautiful hearts. I've got lots of ideas for that one. And then the titles. So lots of different titles. Oh My Heart, Life, Play, Love, The Perfect Place to Be, so on and so forth. It's not silhouettes, but it's still sitting here next to me. And that is the chipboard family love. And I have the idea the paper will go behind here, a nice big photo in here and some family down the side.
Oh, what a great idea.
So, and it's been sitting here for about a month waiting for that idea to come to fruition.
Right. So it's great for the silhouette to get that full 12 by 12 page.
Full 12 by 12. So you're going to see how quick and easy it is for me or for anybody to make a page, and you can make it as easy or as complicated as you'd like. So when I started thinking about what I would do, I pulled out the different papers, and so these are all of the new papers. And you've got your hearts, you've got
Ooh,
here.
that's nice.
I love that. And you can cut it up and use different bits in there. For those that have been around and scrapbooking for a very long time, a lot of this paper reminds me of the very old basic grey paper. Just the muted colours and tones.
I think basic
Beautiful
grey was
rainbow.
probably where I started.
Yeah, and I probably remember it a little bit more at the moment because I've been cleaning out and I've been finding a lot of my old basic grey kits and things like that. And it's the colour tones in this paper that I look at and I go, it just reminds me of it. So it's absolutely beautiful. So these are the couple of silhouettes that I have been playing around with. I'm going to go with this paper. I'm going to try and work upside down. So I'm going to put the red at the bottom. And my initial idea for this layout, and I found this photo. This is my nephew.
Oh, that's a great picture.
It is a few years ago, and I've sent it through to his mum earlier today, and she's like, wow, that's a long time ago. So that photo, and I thought, oh, the butterflies, that will be absolutely beautiful with that. And I started playing with the watercolour pans to colour this in. And I thought, easy, do a bit of a border. And then, like, what happens sometimes when we're starting to create, I started to think, well, maybe instead I'll use the hearts, and I'm not going to put...
Oh, wow.
I thought, photo, easy, done. And I can push out the rest of the hearts, and then I can use them on a different project, do a bit of a border. That'll look amazing. Then I had even more time to think. And I thought, well, actually, you can use the negative.
Ah.
And I know that it's probably a little bit trickier to see on the camera, but just by kind of putting him over where particularly the hearts, because of where they cut out from, they kind of stopped looking a little bit like hearts. If I'm just to put him there, you've still got that paper behind you. And realistically, if I wanted to, I could cut the paper down. I'm not going to. And then he can actually sit on top there.
Oh, what a great...
And you have a layout. Like, this is how quick and easy this layout is actually to put together. So that was my process that I went through to kind of look at, well, how do I want to do this? What do I want to see? What will work with this photo? I also thought about using these hearts. I found another couple of photos in a set. I thought, oh, that'd look amazing, but they didn't quite work. So
now, Alison, your camera's going out of focus a little bit. Now, I know we've had some camera problems, and it's mostly going okay, but just to let you know, if there's anything that you're showing us and we lose focus, I'll get you just to pause for a little bit, and it's kind of going out of focus and snapping back in. So it's like it's had a big day, like the rest of us.
It's been crafting, it hasn't actually. It's been demolishing bathrooms. That's been my day.
Of your house or someone else's?
No, of my house, in between tuning in and watching and having it on. I've been, to be fair, I really have not been helping as much as I should have, but that's okay. I got told to stay out of the way.
And someone has to supervise. That's important.
Exactly. Somebody has to make sure everybody's well fed and
well hydrated.
So, yeah, I'm not really worried about these bits here because I am going to stick the photo over the top of that, so that's going to hold that down anyway.
Oh, that's good to know because I was wondering if you're going to sort of stick it anymore. It gets hard to align two pieces of paper sometimes.
Yes, and sometimes I think, once you put it into a plastic pocket or a frame or whatever else, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, good point.
I must have gotten... I have ink on the back of this photo, and that was the same as something else I was making today, so I must have some ink somewhere
No.
Oh, well.
Gee, that we'd never have that happen, would we?
No. You can kind of see the start of some of my mess here.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
Or sometimes I've gotten home and I've found some paint in some unusual places. Like, how in the world did I end up with it, like, on my elbow or on my neck?
I want to know how I get the back of the double-sided tape everywhere in the house.
Oh, no. Well, Steph from Hobby Hoppers was telling us she was getting the back of the foam tape in her bed, so that was quite impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't lie, I found it in weird and wonderful places like that too. So I'm just going to go through, these are all of my little off-cutty pieces. And I'm just trying to find a few bits like that to cut out some hearts. So I keep all of my offcuts in for each paper collection in one of these.
Oh, what a great idea.
And I actually use my scraps. So I'm going to use, this was where I changed my mind again, because originally I was going to use the birdie dies and put some birds around that, but that was when I was using the butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
So instead we're going to go for some hearts. So hopefully you can see that.
Yeah,
this is the new die.
Oh, fantastic.
Keep the negative because you can use it.
Yeah.
I could use that as a border on a layout, no problems in the world. They're called card edges, and you've got chevrons and you've got hearts.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm going to use the hearts. And I know Jenny also showed the mini, and this is my ultimate in laziness because I can.
Laziness, conservative crafting.
Correct.
Efficient. Like I
And
said, if we...
for everybody today, I even got a new folder for my mini.
Oh, thank you.
The old one, I knew I would have issues while on camera.
Yeah. No, it's such a great little size.
It is brilliant, and there are very few dies that don't go through it that I use. So, and then I do have the MIDI, the big one. We won't say how many I have. Now, I've got a little plastic jar.
I'm impressed.
So, Kaszazz, we had these for a long time, and I don't know if we still do. So, I've learnt that the little hearts also go everywhere. So, before I put them on my layout, I'm just putting them in there because I will cut them out of each of these different bits of paper. So,
I love that as a card border. That's just gorgeous.
yeah, it is so nice. And the chevrons are fantastic as well. And it means that you don't really need to think if you're doing a bit of a chevron panel either. I'm all for being a little bit lazy. Come on, out you come.
Chevrons are sort of that versatile design. It could be a bit of a more masculine card or...
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, the one thing, and I didn't actually do it the first time then, whenever you're using your Geminis, because of the type of plastic that is used for these, you might be able to see that is actually starting to warp a little bit. Yeah. So you've got to continually rotate it.
Oh, okay.
So you've just got to also remember that you're rotating. And look, you can heat them up, essentially do different bits and pieces with them, and there are many different tricks. I think I use it all the time, and this might be my third folder. Finger out of the way. Okay.
And like you said, when you use it that much, you don't sort of mind to replace those sorts of items.
No, and I think it's, I'm going to get it wrong now, but it's it's not $3.95. It is really cheap. Get new ones. Might be $3.95. But they are very cost effective. So, okay. So I'm going to put all these to the side because I'll be able to use them on something else.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Gemini can go back into here, and I pretend that I sometimes put it away. It does have its own little carry case.
We believe you.
Used to live on the shelf behind me, and it doesn't anymore. It just lives on the desk.
Well, when nice I can
have people,
yeah,
exactly. And when I can have people here again, that's when it will have to probably go away. So
I had my craft room beautifully and tidy for our classes in September that then didn't happen.
Yeah. 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 I was really lucky this year. I managed to get both of my retreats in, actually all 3 of them in. I've managed to get in some classes, but not as many as what we'd like. So it has been good. What I probably should have done is what Jen did last night, and that is put some sticker paper on the back before I cut these out. That's okay.
But what a great idea. You can sort of randomise the colours, or you can match those heart colours with the backgrounds a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm.
And to be honest, the matching actually came by accident, just because I was like, ooh, I put the first one down and went, hey, that kind of matches.
Your subconscious was aligning them.
It must have been. Okay, so I need one more yellow. And put that one there. And I've got a couple of little ones just for down there. Beautiful. So they're all going to go there. I'm finding the little hearts for days. I'm going to put the lid on that. So just going to use the collage medium and just put them down.
Oh, great. And like you said, once it's in the pocket protector, sort of, it won't matter if the edges aren't quite stuck.
That's it. If you're worried or you want to lift up your photo a little bit or something like that, I'll often use some cardboard or something along those lines that comes as packaging, so that I don't need to continually use up Magic Mount or foam tape or something along those lines. And so often I'll lift up photos a little bit. I find that at least helps separate them from the background. I'm hoping that you can't see it, but if you get really worried that with this collage medium that you can actually see the glue, it's fine. It dries clear, so that's really good, whereas if you're using glossy accents, you get the gloss on it. So come on.
That's such an effective layout. There's just something about rainbow colours and a black silhouette.
And I was looking at trying to use a red cardstock or something to pick up on what he's wearing, and it actually, the rainbow worked better.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, which shocked me. I think it's because I couldn't really colour match the red. Now here comes the did I stick them all down moment. Yes,
Yay!
I did. Okay, so the last little thing I want to do is I'm going to grab out a title.
And what a great addition to the range. It just makes it so much simpler to put your layouts together.
Like, you've seen how quick this layout was, and this playing, so I'll use play. Just so quick and easy, just absolutely fantastic. I'll show you a couple of others that were just as quick that I have done using different silhouettes as well.
Have you coloured any of the white? How did you find that?
Because it's the same white cardstock, it's really easy to colour it.
Oh, okay.
So it's the trying to remember what it is now. Can't remember the GSM. It's late.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to use is I'm using the 3 colours that are sitting next to me. Salty Ocean, Wild Honey, Kitsch Flamingo. I'm going to attempt to do this in almost the same rainbow effect. I'm not going to add in like the greens and yellows. Just going to try and do the same little blending. I probably don't actually need to add too much more in.
It is just so nice to personalise your embellishments, isn't it?
Yeah. And one of the things, I don't know if you can see, while I'm doing this, and because it is the oxide ink, it's a little bit easier to do. I'm not really moving like you would normally blend, because what I find is, particularly with, say, that Y there, I will break it.
Yeah.
Whereas if I just kind of go on really lightly and just kind of do a bit more of a twisting action, I am more likely
the pounce and switch rather.
Yeah, rather than. I'm going to bring in a little bit more blue. Just here. And they will blend nicely because it is that beautiful oxide ink as well. And since I can't see where my baby wipes have gone, I've got a lot of different projects on the go here. I'm just going to turn this around so that I can see where I'm putting this.
It's always the way, isn't it? When you've got so many projects and you don't want to put them away because you know you won't get back to them. But you need space to do something else.
That's it. And there are a couple that need to be finished this weekend and so on and so forth. I am just moving the photo up a little bit so that I can fit play on, but not
Thankfully,
too far,
you've still got another day in the weekend to get that done.
That's it. Okay. So, that can go back there. I'm just taking off hearts, putting hearts back on. You can go back on. Okay. Normally I wouldn't use this. You can, but I normally use the tape gun. No, not tape gun, tape roller.
Oh, yeah.
The purple one. But I ran out the other day.
Oh, no.
By the other day, about 2 weeks ago. And I've put in 3 orders since then. I keep forgetting to order it.
That's probably better than having ordered it and it hasn't arrived.
Exactly. Okay. And what I will do later is I may go over the play with some glossy accents or something else just to help it pop up and stand out a little bit more. I'm going to now just go around the edges. We've just added to the range acrylic paint pens.
No way. I was thinking they were markers, but they sound like Posca pens.
They are, and they write like Posca pens too. So
oh my
what have we got? 12 colours here. And
can you show us a close-up of the nib? What do they look like?
So they look like this.
Yep. Oh, fantastic. Yep.
So that nib, and I'm just going to turn it over to make sure, because some of mine I have used, this one I have not.
Yeah, you always need to be patient when you first buy them.
That's exactly right. And I've watched so many people not be patient and ruin paint pens. So
I usually just ruin them by going over some wet layer on my mixed media.
Yep. Yep. Come on. Always the way. Which colour have I used? Oh, there we go. And I don't mind drawing on the back because it's going to be covered up anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's so exciting. So there's just the one set of 12 at the moment?
There is just the one set of 12 at the moment.
Oh, and look at that for going that fast. Sometimes with paint pens, you just got to be so delicate.
Yeah. So these are just beautiful to use. They do work on rocks for those people that do rock art and things like that.
Really, rocks, as in rock minerals rock.
Yep, as in go out to your garden, find a stone, start colouring it in, and away you go. They would work on acrylic. They work on so many different mediums, and just are absolutely beautiful to use.
Excellent. Do you know how much the set retails for?
I can tell you when I work out where I put that. I can. They retail for $45.95.
Wow.
So I don't know if they're in the new $50. I don't think that they are.
Right. But you think if you bought 12 Posca pens, it would easily come to that?
Oh, absolutely. And they are beautiful to use. I absolutely love them. They work on black, they work on white, and they work on so many different other things as well. So that's our lovely, quick and easy layout.
Fantastic.
So that is how easy it is to use those to create a layout. A couple of others that I have done include this, and this is as simple as the silhouette and a couple of cutouts. And similarly here, I did colour in the some of the flowers. There are also silhouettes and things like that. But these ones aren't available to purchase separately. The record's around. They're all from the scrapbooking value box. So they're that. And if you want to see that in a little bit more detail, I do have a video of that on my Facebook page.
Okay, and we've linked to your Facebook page here somewhere, Kaszazz with Alison.
Fantastic. And the most, well, I was excited anyway. This arrived yesterday.
How exciting.
And it was released on Thursday.
That's amazing.
It was absolutely worth the extra $3 of express post that I paid. And even I was shocked that I got it in less than 24 hours from placing my order to my doorstep. Yeah. So, yay! But in our break today, I also, while watching some other people, I made a few cards.
Oh, fantastic.
But these boxes, we've got a Christmas one, there's a Colour Your World one as well.
I just love the box, actually.
The box is absolutely beautiful. So you can create 50 cards. I'm going to get it wrong now. They're $69.95. I like that I'm checking. Yep, $69.95. And the scrapbooking one's $89.95. But everything that you need to create it is in here. You get scissors. You get the acrylic white embellishments. You get the laurels. Yes, that is correct. You get tape, pearls, specifically made chipboard for it, which also includes some of the sentiments. I'm not going to pull it all out now. Magic Mount. You get...
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, these, which are the hearts and the flowers. So one of these, I've already used a heart. So you get all of these pre-cut, ready to go onto. You'll onto the cards. Some card fronts as well. So they're ready to go on.
Oh, it's so nice to be able to throw a card together when you need one quickly.
Oh, and these, look, there is a lot of fussy cutting to begin with. However, once you get over that, like I've just got a little container here where I've started putting all my fussy cut pieces. So that's quite easy.
Yeah, I think like if you're in that mindset or you just want to do something but you don't know what, it's a good activity.
Absolutely. Collage paper pad, which cut in half is basically your card front. I think it's 50 white, 5 or 10 ivory and oatmeal. So
wow, that's a lot of cards.
It's a lot of cards. By the time I'm finished making all 3 of these card making kits, I won't need to buy cards again or make cards again because I don't know.
So that's 60 cards. That's like $1 and a bit a card.
I think they've worked it out that it's $1.50 a card and you have things left over.
Yeah. Oh, excellent.
So absolutely amazing.
And you get a box.
And you get the box, which, let's all be honest, we all like boxes and different bits and pieces. So, yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. So, they're just some of the other bits and things that I've got lying around here.
Cool. Well, we try and get you back on camera and then we can wrap up. Let's see how we go. Okay. So, well, Alison is praying to the technology gods that she can get her cameras changed back again. We do thank you for your patience for being a little bit late, but oh my goodness, yet again, Alison and, of course, with Jenny from yesterday and Kaszazz have just pulled out some amazing things. I'm so excited, obviously, about the silhouettes, but now about the paint pens and about the box of cards and the box that the box of cards comes in. I think that just might have been my highlight of the weekend. So we're just going to pause for a minute and hopefully we'll get Alison and we'll be right back. Excellent. We've got Alison back. We did it. We wrangled the technology gods. Alison, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Like we were saying, the paint pens look fantastic, the cards, the silhouettes. I'm just, completely in love with that whole new range from Kaszazz.
Oh, it is absolutely beautiful. I have had so much fun with it, as has Jenny and so many others as well. So, yeah, they've knocked it out of the park this time.
They have. Excellent. And can you tell us where's the best place to find you and what you've got coming up or hoping to have coming up?
Exactly. So the best place to find me is the Facebook page. Mm-hmm. So if there's anything there that you would like, I also try and post events on there. So hopefully over the next couple of days you will see next year's, or one of them, a retreat go up.
Oh, how exciting.
So that's very exciting. But tentatively book in the June long weekend.
Mm-hmm. And do you want to tell us a little bit about your retreats? Where do you hold them and sort of what's included?
So that one will be at Callista at Chestnut Hill Conference Centre. And if you've ever been there before, the food is magnificent. The room that we are in is absolutely fantastic. There is a fire going all weekend. I'm a big believer, and if you could see my craft room, you'd understand why, in having that table to yourself. Mm-hmm. So you will have a full table to yourself, and it is absolutely brilliant over the course of the weekend. So, and it's not school camp accommodation.
Right. And then do you have sort of formal classes and demos, or is it just a sort of a relaxed weekend?
So semi-relaxed. There are some workshops if you'd like to do them. Oh, it is relaxing, let's all be honest. I don't stick to the timetable anyway. There are some workshops. There is an included workshop as well. And it is just a lot of fun. There is also something that we do every evening at 5 o'clock where you will see a different product in action, and there might be a cocktail that matches that product.
Oh, so excellent.
we might do that at 5 o'clock with a platter of nibbles and so on and so forth.
Well, just as well you've got some rainbow colours, because that really does cover the range of cocktails, doesn't it?
It really does. Now I know what I can demo next year. So I'm hoping to get back to workshops in December, but we are currently, or will have, we're fixing up our bathrooms and things like that. So once we actually have a working house again, then we will be having workshops.
That's fantastic. Excellent. So, Alison, thank you so much for joining us today and bringing us the delights of Kaszazz.
Thank you so much, Michelle, and thank you, everybody, for staying up late with us tonight.
I know. It's nearly past my bedtime. We'll be okay. Thanks, Alison.
Thanks.
Excellent. So I hope you enjoyed that session of Alison and with Kaszazz, and I am always just in awe of the way that Alison can throw together those layouts. She just has such a knack of putting the colours together, the photos. And like she said, check out her Facebook page, Kaszazz with Alison, to see those videos that she mentioned, the unboxing of the scrapbooking kits, as well as the details for her upcoming retreat. And that just sounds absolutely divine, doesn't it? So that was fantastic. So, of course, check out her website, her Facebook page for all those details. And for Spring into Sandown, for all our details, head over to our website from picture2pageandbeyond.com.au, and we're looking forward to a fantastic day. So this is Michelle signing off. We'll see you soon.